Hi Leo, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot and welcome to your cards for April. So it looks to me like you are feeling pressured to make some sort of decision or change in your life. Overall, the environment is a tower. But I don't feel an immense amount of dread with this tower. In fact, I think there's a lot of freedom that comes with it, yet you're in a phase where you're still in your head about it. You're in your head about changes and you're searching for answers, but you're also having to face some realities, and those realities are Seven of Swords in reverse, coming out next to the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is always a pause. It's a stagnant energy where things are just sort of looming, knowing that either there has to be a growth or a breaking away, and knowing that when things get to this point, you have a certain pattern or behavior that you tend to fall back on. But Saturn and Pluto conjunct in your 6th house made that no longer possible. I just think you're just simply not able to handle things the way you have in the past. There's a growing up here, because I see you coming across as this Knight of Pentacles. And this Knight of Pentacles, coming out next to the Knight of Wands in reverse and the card of Temperance, tells me you've done a lot of work on yourself. Maybe a situation made you tame your ego a little bit. Maybe something came into your life that made you want to get a little bit more serious. Something that working from home, kids are always here. I think there was parts of your personality in which you knew needed to go. Oh my God, I'm stuck to all the cards here. And the Knight of Pentacles is moving towards a big commitment. Yeah. Now here's why you're up in your head, Leo. I have, like, my throat hurts, like it's closed up, and I know that this reading has a lot to do with the communication. Whew. Okay, I'm going to try to get through this without guzzling water every 2 seconds. There's a need and an urgency for truth, for the communication, for the conversations. And I think it's regarding your intentions toward this Queen of Cups. Again, I think we're looking at old patterns here and things that you need to change. Things that are leaving you stuck in this Hanged Man mode, because there's a temptation here there's a temptation to get stuck in your head and change direction. There's a fear, but swords means it's an illusion, that the love is not returned. But I don't think that's the case. I think the truth for you this month is the Four of Cups. And there's a level of discontent, Leo. There's a level of discontent in your life every time you move away from this Queen of Cups. And the very thought of this Queen of Cups not being in your life or not being there for you emotionally, this emotional feminine support, the thought of that not being in your life is sort of the inspiration for this. But I also think what scares you, what you're in your mind about, is that this situation carries a great level of conditions. There might be a lot of work that needs to be done. A lot of changes that have to be made, a lot of letting go of who you used to be and becoming somebody much more grown up, much more responsible, taking on more responsibility. And it feels heavy. This energy feels very heavy, but I don't think it has to. I think once the communication occurs, there's a change in direction, and direction is very much what it's about in April, is figuring out what the direction is. But it involves letting go. If you're not willing to let go of these burdens, to let go of your sense of control for the situation, I think that Leo feels the need to control the situation by maybe not speaking. If you're giving the Queen of Cups an illusion that you are a Knight of Wands energy, that, it's just a fleeting affair, there's no real concrete interest, and that you have no intentions to stay, then it means you don't have to carry the burdens with you. But you're being guided this time very differently. There's a sense of coming from a higher being, a higher faith in yourself, and there's a knowing. Now, I say that because typically towers occur to get you back on your path. And I think the tower is when you finally let go of the control that you have over the outcomes in your life, and you open up to the new possibilities. They become greater than you could have imagined. And that's what the universe is asking you to do in April. To release the fears, to release all of the reasons why you shouldn't go after something or move towards something, withholding communication or withholding love or withholding your intentions from someone. I just think you're at a place in your life, Leo, where you know you're better than that. That you hold yourself at a higher standard now. Talking about cycles, the Aries energy is in your 9th house. So April is probably going to kick your ass in areas of your life in which you are stagnant, in which you're kind of maybe a little too traditional. You know, maybe you always thought that life would move in a certain way or in a certain direction, and you had everything planned out. And the universe is telling you it's going to be different. And you say, I don't want different. I want what I asked for. And the universe says this is better. And you say, well, no, I want to sit here and pout about what I didn't get. And the universe says, okay. If you are going to pout about all of the things that you don't have, then we're going to withhold an opportunity. Queen of Cups. For the most profound healing and newfound belief in the universe that you could ever imagine. So you could stay here. You could stay here and here and here. Leo, you could lie to yourself. You can continue the self-deception. You can continue the illusion of not caring and not being emotionally involved. When your soul is telling you what you truly crave is stability. It's laying down roots. It's finding your destiny. It's finding your person and settling down and honoring the little things, the blessings. Life becomes more about that. Life becomes more about the blessings once the healing occurs. Once you let go of your need to control the outcome, you move right into your destiny. You're the only one stopping you. And the way that these cards are laid out, I don't know if you could see this, but you know, there's the yod, there's a point, and that's a point of destiny that, you know, under pressure, under these squares and these changes and transformations that occur, because of that pressure, you're led right towards your destiny. And the way that these cards are laid out, that's the exact direction that, ironically, both knights are moving in, because the Wands is upside down as well. So, you know, that tells me that no matter how hard you try to withhold your passion and your drive for this person, I think there's an energetic pull that's beyond your control. Work Your Light Oracle. Keepers of the earth, you are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Yeah. And it comes out right next to the card of Temperance, which is also my divine intervention. So, I think the pause in activity is productive at this time. I think the pause and the going within and the sudden you know, you kind of let the universe talk to you. The Hanged Man is hung upside down in a form of complete surrender here. And I think that period does you really well. I think it gives a divine a chance to step in and take care of things that maybe you weren't going to allow very easily. So you have the keepers of the earth, meaning you're surrounded by your guides at this time and you're being moved into a certain direction. And then you get the golden egg. The golden egg is all about the new beginnings. The golden egg is all about gifts from the universe and how they come into your life. Sometimes at the very last second to save you from this. I think that whatever you're releasing control over is being watched over and protected. If it is this relationship, the guides and the environment at the time, maybe the social distancing, you know, maybe circumstances are keeping a distance, and I do see a distance being an issue. Maybe this is a long distance relationship and you can't travel at this time. But the separation is causing the appreciation and the gratefulness to grow in both people. And I feel that this seed that was planted, this opportunity, which I feel is something, you know, it's a pentacle, it's reliable, it's stable, it's there for the long term. You have Saturn and Mars moving into your 7th house of commitments. So things are going to go through a lot of adjustments in relationships in your life. And there is a need to settle down. There's something, like I said, in your soul that's making you feel like life needs to move out of the fast lane and settle down and be nurtured for a little while. And then there's an energy of dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah. You're being guided at this time to approach this situation in a much different way than you've ever approached a situation before, because you're letting go. You're letting go and you're tapping into your faith and your reliance in self, and then the knowledge that you're the only one who gets to decide your happiness. Happiness is very much a choice, right, Leo? You could choose to stay in situations that don't really make you feel alive. They don't nearly give you enough to help you grow. I think you're looking for something that really lights you up and makes you feel free, and it opens you up to love, because the ultimate journey, and that wolf energy coming out right next to that golden egg, right in between the Queen of Cups. There is something here, there is a new beginning that is being so protected. And there is something I feel in both energies, both the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Now she came out in reverse. And she's looking right at this golden egg. And I think she is also patiently waiting for this to hatch, knowing it's something incredibly special and something that she is willing to protect and nurture. And in that golden egg is all of your wishes and dreams and all of your happiness. It all lies upon your ability to realize how special this opportunity truly is. And that you need to move out of the urge to move away because you're afraid of the intensity, because you're afraid of what happens when the waters do get rough. But this is different. This is sustainable. There's focus. There's gratefulness. There's appreciation. This situation is different. And this situation, you have to allow all of the ways in which you sabotage situations that scare you. You have to fight those tendencies. You have to fight, and you have to come clean about what your true intentions and your true emotions are. You have to come clean. You have to speak your truth. And in order to speak your truth, you have to see it really clearly. And April's going to show it to you. Like it, Leo? I like it because ultimately you take all of these nights and you add your heart and emotion and your honesty and your vulnerability and your willingness to offer unconditional love. And it will be met eagerly as soon as you step out of your fears. I see a big change in direction, Leo, and I feel like it's going to happen real fast. And the easier the tower will be to fall, the sooner you're willing to let control and ego die down. All right, Leo, I hope you have a fabulous month. I'll be checking in. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.